The Apple Watch Series 8 lineup is coming very soon, likely within the next 2 months, and I think that is going to be a game changer and awesome upgrade with a brand new design, especially if we get the new Series 8 Pro model, which I think is what the rugged rumors are leading to, and I'm going to explain why I think that in this video alongside all my other leaks and rumors that I'm going to discuss in this video, including the display size. But before I get into those new Series 8 lineup leaks, I want to discuss the current Apple Watch lineup, so let's get started. Now currently we have the brand new Series 7, which has the larger display compared to the old Series 6 with the new more rounded edges and corners, and that's definitely a really nice display, but it does start at $400 just like it did before. We have the Apple Watch SE, which has the same kind of design and chip as the old Series 5, except that it does not have the always-on display. That's exclusive to the high-end Series 7 model. And then we have the Series 3, which I think should not even exist at this point. It has the old chip, the old design. Look at that, the square display. It does not look good. It's outdated. It's only $200, but I do not think that's a good buy because you pay a little bit more, you get the SE, that's a much better buy. And the crazy thing is that Apple's new watchOS software, it's gonna be coming out this fall, and apparently it's not even gonna support the Series 3, which basically means that Apple is gonna be discontinuing this Series 3 model, and they're gonna be introducing a new model into the lineup, which Mark Gurman is saying is the rugged edition. But before I get into explaining those leaks and rumors, let's start off with some of the other ones. Now, first of all, over the past 6 months, I made a couple of videos talking about the Series 8 Pro, including this one talking about the truth revealed. And this basically talked about how John Prosser thought that the Series 7 was going to be getting the new flat sides with the whole redesign, potentially a flat display. But in this video, he mentioned that maybe he had his leaks a little bit early, so maybe all of those flat design rumors are actually going to be coming true with the Series 8 model, which I believe is to be the case. But with that said, let's jump into these rumors. Back on July 3rd, we had some rumors where the Apple Watch Series 8 might be able to tell if you have a fever. So there was a chance that they could use these new health tracking sensors, potentially the temperature tracking sensor, to see if you have a fever and basically give you a warning, let you know to get some water, get some rest, which would be a really, really cool feature. And then just the other day, Mark Gurman came out with an awesome report saying that Apple's gonna have a rugged extreme sports watch coming later this year with a larger, nearly 2-inch screen. Yes, that's pretty large, and I'll explain what they mean by that. Non-aluminum metal case. It's going to be more shatter resistant in terms of the screen, and I'm going to explain why that makes sense. A larger battery, of course, because it's going to have a larger display. Body temperature sensor, improvements to hiking and swim tracking, and more. And getting into the actual display details, we had a report from Ross Young and Jeff Poo saying that the new display is going to be around 5% larger. Now specifically, it's 1.99 inches, which sounds massive, but apparently the way that they're measuring it is diagonal. So that's how the panel suppliers measure it. So it's not actually going to be the size of the display itself, which some people thought it could be up to 50 millimeters, but that is not true. Apparently, according to the way that Apple measures and markets their display sizes, Joe Rosignol thinks it might be around 46 or 47 millimeters in size, and Shrimp Apple Pro actually thinks it could be 47 millimeters for just the display alone. So that would mean that you would have sizes of 43 millimeters and 47 millimeters for the small size and the large size. And I personally think it actually makes sense to have a 46 millimeter. I don't know if that's possible with this big 1.99-inch display size. Maybe it's gonna be larger, but I think it'll flow smoothly because I'm personally expecting the Apple Watch SE 2 to have the same display size, that's 40 millimeter and 44 for $279, than the regular Series 8 model, which is 41 and 45, which is matching the Series 7 right now, and the price is gonna stay the same, $399 $199 for the aluminum model. Of course, more if you get the different finishes. And I think for the Series 8 Pro or the new rugged edition model, 42 and 46, so it's kind of like incrementally stepping up higher and higher. I think that'll make sense, but for $800 with a titanium chassis as the standard option, or of course some kind of other alloy or metal, because Shrimp Apple Pro is actually saying that the new metal is going to be different from aluminum, and it could be some kind of liquid metal with an alloy mixture. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but I think titanium would be a good choice because it is more rugged while also being lightweight. But now I want to explain why this is going to be a big deal, and this new Apple Watch Series 8 Pro model is going to be very enticing. First of all, I think that John Prosser and Ian Zelbo were correct about their rumored new design with the flat sides, and I think it could end up looking something like this. Maybe it's not going to be that large of a flat side, but generally something like this. And this is important because, as you can see, the display is completely flat. Now, Mark Gurman was saying that it's going to be a lot more rugged and the screen will be more shatter resistant. Well, if you look at these renders, the actual display can be completely flat. Now, when you do this, it allows you to make the bezels thinner a lot more easier. Like for example, with the iPhone 12, just by going to the flat design, Apple was able to make the bezels a lot thinner than they were with the iPhone 11 because that rounded glass and everything made it difficult to put in a larger display underneath it. So having a completely flat panel will make it easier to enlarge the display and thin down those bezels even more, which will allow the actual chassis to not get that massive when you're increasing the actual display size. But not only that, the actual metal lip is going to be protruding out of the Apple Watch with the display kind of tucked in, which is going to make it a lot more durable, because if you accidentally smack something, you're smacking the outside metal shell and frame instead of smacking the glass like you have on the current Apple Watch designs, making it a lot more easy to shatter. So that would solve that issue. And now about 6 months ago, when I made this video about the Series 8 Pro leaks, I made a few predictions. First of all, I had the $800 starting price coming with a titanium chassis standard. I had the prediction of much better battery life, because if you're switching from rounded glass and display underneath it to a flat design, you could actually move the whole display panel with glass higher, making more internal space for everything else, including a larger battery. So much better battery life, of course, since you're also making the chassis a little bit larger as well, and MagSafe support, new high-end sensors, which we could get with the temperature sensor, and of course the larger display, which I thought would be 46 millimeters. But I want to talk about the MagSafe because Mark Gurman has been talking about the future iPad Pro coming with wireless MagSafe support, and he even mentioned that we could be seeing Apple Watch MagSafe charging support coming in the future. And I think if we do get a larger Series 8 Pro with a flat design, I think it will support MagSafe charging, and that'll be a huge feature for a lot of people, because I feel like Apple is going full force into wireless MagSafe because they've added it to the AirPods. They're going to be adding it to the iPad Pro as far as the rumors are concerned, and we even got some patents of Apple working on adding wireless MagSafe chargers built into the center console of the Apple Car in the future. So I think Apple is going full force into MagSafe, and I believe it's going to be coming to the Apple Watch as well, specifically for this larger model. So with that said, because of these leaks, even if you don't go for the Series 8 Pro model or just the regular Series 8, I think it's a good idea to hold off for another 2 months before buying one of the current Apple Watches, because I believe the Series SE model is going to be replaced with the SE2. I believe the Series 3 is going to get completely discontinued. Do not buy that one. And of course, the Series 8 is going to get some incremental updates compared to the regular Series 7 model. So if you disagree with me on anything in this video, let me know in the comment section below. But if you agree, click the circle button to subscribe, and definitely check out those 2 older videos I made right there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.